Hey bitches, it's Nick Snyder and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I am going to discuss Jaclyn Hill officially canceling herself as well as James Charles being thirsty for celebrities. If you have not already seen my previous video about Jaclyn Hill making her not so triumphant return to YouTube, I am going to place a card in the upper right hand corner as well as a link down in the description. If this is your first time on my channel, hello, welcome, how are you doing? If you could please hit the subscribe button down below, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are someone who has been here for a day, a week, a month, or a year, welcome back. If you could please make sure you have all of your notifications set to on by clicking the bell icon somewhere on the screen. Please know that everything I speak on in my videos is my own personal opinion, and opinions are not facts, and please do not send hate to anyone or any brand that I speak on in my videos, because that is not what these are meant for. They are meant for us to throw a little shade, spill a little tea, and have a messy time here on the internet. I'm just going to start this video by being completely blunt. Let's be 100% honest right now. We're going to keep it 100, unlike other influencers here on this platform. Jaclyn Hill thought that she was going to be able to slide back on YouTube, upload a 19-minute video where she was talking about where she has been. She thought that she was going to be able to blame everyone else, said that she did a ton of firing because of what happened with her lipsticks, not take any responsibility, not give any actual answers to what took place with her lipsticks, and she thought that everyone was going to be like, okay, she's back, she apologized, that's great, she took ownership. Jaclyn, you have another thing coming, because apparently no one believes Jaclyn except for her stans, because her social blade has started to tank and has gone into the red. If you made it through all of Jaclyn's video titled Where I've Been, then you would know that she talked about why she deleted all of her social media and why she was absent for so long. No one believes that. She tried to pull it off that I didn't leave because I was embarrassed. I didn't leave because I was being talked about on the internet. I left because that's what I had to do as a CEO. But she contradicted herself a bunch of times in her video, actually, because she said she wasn't embarrassed, but then she said she was embarrassed because she didn't want to face everyone because this was a very traumatic experience. Here is what she had to say about why she left social media. Oh, and as the clip of Jaclyn is playing, if you guys could please watch her eyes every time she looks down or is not looking at the camera directly. Does it look like she is reading off of something? Because some people posted that in my comments before and they were like, it looks like she's reading something. What is your thought on this? And honestly, after I watched the clip, I was like, you know what? It does. So let me know down in the comments, and here is the clip of Jaclyn talking about why she left social media.
Right, I'm not going to sit here and talk about every single thing that I have done to right my wrongs, because at the end of the day, it is my brand. You know, everything that I do is confidential. I don't have to share it with the entire world, but just so you guys have like a little insight, I have fired so many people and I have hired so many people. In this past month, I have built an entire new quality control team. I have brought on several different people for all different things. And that's why I left social media. I know that people think that I left social media because I was running away and I was hiding, and I get it. I completely understand it. That's exactly what it looks like. That's what I would think too. But the reason I had to get away from social media and just fully delete it is because at that point I had refunded everybody every single penny they had spent. I was humiliated, I was embarrassed, and it was time for me to start picking things up and putting the pieces back together and rebuilding. You know, as a CEO, as a boss, as an owner of a brand, you don't get to just sit back and be like, wah, like you have to start rebuilding, right? Everybody wants to be the boss. My whole life, I always wanted to be the boss. I was just like, oh my God, can you imagine like being the boss, like being a manager? And like once it actually happens, you're just like, okay, this is not what I wanted. You know, it's like, it's a lot. It's more than what you think. It's not like wearing Christian Louboutin heels every single day and Valentino marching into the office just being like, yes, I run shit. It's a lot. It's aggressive. And I definitely was not prepared. And I definitely was very ignorant in this entire process of thinking what it would actually be. And for that, I am grateful. It sounds so weird, but I'm grateful for the fact that this happened, because I immediately got to learn such incredible lessons on being a boss, on running a company, on how to talk to people, on how to do all of this. And I'm so grateful for that in this process. So I'm studying over my words. My mind is all over the place. But the reason that I had to leave social media is because I was sitting on the couch one night and I was just driving myself insane. I was just watching articles and I was just watching, you know, people nonstop talking. And I actually did really good about one thing, and I didn't watch any gossip videos because I knew like there's nothing in there that's going to help me in this or feed me in this. But I was just obsessing over Twitter, obsessing over Instagram. I was just obsessed with all of it. Typing in my name, I was just like, what's going on? Like I just got into this place where I was so clouded and unable to rebuild my brand, unable to figure out what's going on. And I knew in order to get right, in order to make my brand right, I had to get me right. And so I was just like, I can't do this. I'm done. I need to deactivate everything. I need to have absolutely zero power to look at anything that's going on because I need to focus. I am the one who decided to be a big girl, this boss bitch, and launch my own brand. And I need to be the one to make sure that that's exactly what I do. I know it's my destiny. I know that I'm supposed to have a cosmetic brand. That's why I've had this passion, this fire inside of me for all these years. And my first launch was a fail, but it's like, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep trying. I'm not just gonna fall off the horse and lay there, let the horse kick me all over the place. Like, I gotta get back up. I've gotta try. So that's what I did. I deactivated all socials. I got rid of the apps on my phone. It doesn't exist. I'm just like, goodbye. Like, I can't look at it. I can't focus on it. I did what I had to do. My first launch was a freaking failure, but I have got to move on. I have to find out what happened, how it happened. I have to fire, I have to hire, I have to rebuild, I have to restructure, I have to move forward.
So obviously no one is believing that Jaclyn Hill deleted all of her social media because she had to go and hire a new team that was going to handle everything for her. A lot of people were confused, including myself, as to why you would deactivate all your social media, which made it look like you were hiding, but then you would also say that you deleted the app off of your phone. A lot of people that's counterproductive. Like, why are you deleting and then deleting again? Do you guys get what I'm saying? Now, some people were like, I delete my apps all the time. I deactivate all the time. But you're not in the situation that Jaclyn is in. Let's be completely honest. And I'm not trying to be rude to anyone out there. You're not the CEO of a company that's having major issues going on right now that are not exactly being dealt with the way that people would like them to be dealt with, and then you delete all of your social media. It does look like you're hiding. It looks like you're running from something. You're not talking to people. And honestly, in my opinion, it looks like you're looking for a little sympathy, because Jaclyn did go into how her mental health was in play, and I'm not taking that away from her, because I totally get when the whole world is coming at you practically, or at least it feels like the whole world is coming at you, you could start to feel a certain type of way, if you know what I mean. The only fans that are happy with Jaclyn's return to YouTube are the ones that are like diehard fans that have been there since the beginning. A lot of people have started to turn their back on Jaclyn and Jaclyn Cosmetics because they don't think she knows how to handle situations properly. And what I mean by that is, you're a CEO of a company. You came on camera twice now to blame everything except for yourself. Even though you said, I messed up. My launch was a failure. Yes, that's true. But by firing everyone and blaming everything on everyone else, like, why can't you take a little bit of accountability for yourself? You were the one that was not in the lab getting stuff done. You were the one making sure quality control wasn't getting done. You were the one that sat on camera allegedly and lied to everyone and said that these were the most creamy, buttery lipsticks and everything was amazing, even though you are on camera swatching your own lipsticks on your lips and you're pulling hair out of it. So you are the one that has to take the blame at the end of the day. You cannot keep putting your blame and your problems on everyone else. This is not a Morphe collab that you can turn around and say, this must be something with Morphe's quality control, which I don't even know if you would ever say, because Linda might, Linda might never talk to you again, and then you wouldn't be able to afford that beautiful house, or you wouldn't have your collabs coming out in the future. Speaking of collaboration with Jaclyn Hill and Morphe, what the hell is going on in this Vault palette right here? Is that mold growing? That looks pretty gross. Here is that clip.
Yeah, so quick question. Did my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette mold? What the is this? You can see the color underneath the green. That's the color that it was, and then I just opened it up and there's this fuzzy stuff on it. Like and subscribe for an answer.
You know, another thing that I forgot to mention in my original video about Jaclyn Hill's return to YouTube is that she made it a point in her video to say that she had a team of people telling her to not say anything, just let this blow over and everything was going to be fine. Who the hell is that team? Fire your mother, fire your sister, fire the stinky boyfriend, because how the hell is someone going to tell you that you need to just ignore everything that's going on with your company and tell you to just let it blow over? They're obviously idiots. It's time to get a new team, and then you can move on after you give everyone the answers that they deserve. What is your opinion about Jaclyn Hill's return to YouTube? How do you feel about her team just telling her to let this blow over and not say anything at all? Do you think that Jaclyn has handled this whole situation correctly? And do you think that's mold growing on that girl's palette that I showed you guys the clip of? If you think that's mold, do you think that's gross? Let me know down in the comments. And now let's talk about James Charles being thirsty for celebrity attention. Guys, the only reason that I am even going to comment on this is because I received so many DMs and things on Twitter about James Charles going into celebrities' things and trying to get them to collab with him or just pay attention to him altogether. He went to Millie Bobby Brown's saying that he wanted to do her makeup as well as talk about Stranger Things 3. Last night, he was in Cardi B's live telling her to check her DMs after she gets off her live because he sent her something. And Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco, who I guess is a gamer now on Twitch, James Charles went into his thing and tried to tell him that he wanted to glam him and do his makeup because he's like his idol and all this. Here is James reacting to Brendan Urie turning him down.
Brendan replied to the comments you left his stream. No, I know. I saw his freaking Brendan Urie, who I literally love, was on Twitch a few months ago and was like, oh my god, I would love to have James Charles doing makeup. And he was just live. And now that I'm on Twitch, I went and I subscribed to him so I could comment. And I was like, Brendan, king, legend of music and all things amazing. Like, let me glam you, like you talked about. And he's like, hey, no thanks, I'm not leaving my house. I was like, okay. That it hurt a little bit, not gonna lie. I'm a little sister sad, but you know what? I don't blame him. I wouldn't leave either. I don't leave myself, so.
And then, of course, we can't forget the time that James Charles went into Shawn Mendes' thing and asked him to juggle him the way he was juggling balls in his video. Let me tell you why I think that James Charles does all this publicly. Because James Charles knows damn well he has enough pull, he has enough people behind the scenes that if he really wanted to work with these celebrities, he could have someone either reach out to them or reach out to their management and set this up. James Charles wants this done publicly because then the sisters, when they see this, are going to start adding that person like, oh my god, you guys need to collab, oh my god, you need to do this, oh my god. And James wants that attention because then it's going to make it seem like it's something more exciting than what it is. I mean, because if you really think about it, and it's not that bad of an idea actually, it just kind of makes James Charles look like a little thirsty and a little ridiculous at the end of the day. Because if all of a sudden the sisters, who go very hard for Queen James, if they start adding these celebrities nonstop and that celebrity sees like, wow, these people really want this done. Maybe my fans want this done too. Okay, I'm going to do it, not knowing what they're getting themselves into. But then they would be more inclined to be like, okay, yeah, let's collab, whatever. Let's do a video. Let's do some makeup. Now, it's kind of funny, though, to watch James go into these celebrities and see them turn him down or just flat out completely ignore him. Because you know when he goes in there, he's like, yeah, everyone's going to see my check mark. Everyone's going to see it's James Charles. People are going to get excited. And the celebrity's just like, I'm going to get back to what I was talking about. Do you think it makes James look pathetic and a little bit thirsty when he goes into these celebrities and asks for a collab, or he goes in there and is like, check your DMs, oh my god? And do you think he's doing it for attention? Please let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down below. And with that said, everyone, that is it for this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please follow all my social media that's linked down in the description as well, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.